Hey y'all, it's Trent Knox with the Trent Knox Show. This is season 3, episode 8 with Sebastian Thomas. This is a double for you.
Street name.
This is DJ SAB. This is DJ.
The official name.
This is government on this one. This is a double feature for you guys today. I didn't know it was gonna happen. Had the early episode today with discussing relationships. Do you have anything to comment on that, Seabass?
Oh, bro, don't get me started on relationships, bro. You know I can shit.
I mean, you got a colorful past, man. It's pretty interesting.
I mean, where do I begin?
Well, let me kind of like segue into your conversation. So I was telling my viewers and my listeners earlier this morning that over the past 6 months I've been spending a lot of time, in and out of the clubs and in basically the strip clubs and whatnot, and that I haven't been able to find love very much.
Can't find no love in the strip club.
Can't find no love in the strip club. Yeah. There's
a classic line from Tyler Perry's Medea movie. You can't turn no hoe into a housewife. Straight the fuck up.
Yeah, and I I was trying to discuss it. Like, my last serious relationship was with a female. She ended up was cheating on her fiance.
Hey, by the way, we can cuss, right?
It's you can cuss.
That's a scandalous thing, but that does not surprise me, huh?
Not in these streets.
Did she tell you she had a fiance, or did you end up finding out?
Well, I ended up finding out after going through the Facebook, and then she added me, and then she like left it on there that she was getting like it was our boyfriend. Then like shortly after, within like a month, they were engaged, and then they got married about a year later.
Hey.
Yeah.
Scandalous.
Very. I don't know. What about you? I mean, I don't know what you want to disclose on air.
Okay. I think I'll talk about the last one before.
Sure.
Let's call her. That's a good. Let's call it JT.
Justin Timberlake?
No, not that JT. Even though he's an honorary nigga, but not JT. But just for the name to keep, just so I'm not saying anybody's name in case they happen to listen to this.
Fair enough.
But yeah, I fell into the same little trap. I met her at the bar, and we ended up hooking up, and then I swear to God, bro, like it was just I knew in the back of my mind that she was like on some hoish shit, but I was like, man, maybe I could change her. You know what I'm saying? Maybe I could show her what the domestic life. Because before that, bro, I had been in a relationship and probably like since high school.
Yeah.
With my first girlfriend, who I lost my virginity to. So,
okay.
So it was definitely me just trying to, I guess, some kind of fairy tale shit. 'Cause, man, I was over here just spending all my time and money on her, and I was very much playing. I was dropping her off at school, picking her up at school. And then after a couple months, she moved into my house that I had that I was renting a room from, and that was weird because she was still on some other shit. Like every other couple days, she'd take off for like two days, and then call me like, "Hey, can you pick me up here?" And be some random like dude or somebody I know, and I'm just like, did I just gain another Eskimo brother? Like, I never officially locked it down, so I can't really talk shit to her. But I'm like, man, like, I should have known, because it was one time we got drunk, and then she said, you know, you could talk to other people and all that. And I was like, man, is she trying to say like we in like an open relationship, or she trying to tell me that she's still talking to other niggas and we just kind of like enjoy each other, you know what I mean?
Yeah. Well, no, I mean, like, other than the situation that I was just saying to you, I get it though.
Yeah, and then she was we went up to Austin a couple times and we stayed with her sister.
Uh-huh.
And she was talking about how she wanted to move up to Austin. And I was like, man, I kind of like this chick. Like, that's kind of a potential way to get out of Corpus, because I don't know if you've been to Corpus. Not hating on that city, because it brought me a lot of good times for about 6 years. But it is like a crab in a barrel mentality down there. Like, a lot of people say they want to see you do better and want to see you do all this, but they ain't helping you. And if they can, they're going to try to keep pulling you back down, not trying to uplift you. Mm-hmm. So I was like, hey, I met a chick. She talked about moving up to Austin, getting out of the city. That sounds like a good-ass idea. Like, cool. So I got that AT&T job that I met you at up here. That was because of her. Like, right. She was talking about she was going to move up to Austin and probably stay with her sister. I was like, well, I like you, you know what I'm saying? Like, I'm down to go up to Austin, too. Like, that's the first time I actually started applying for, like, jobs and shit. I got that AT&T job. Got apartment and all that found up here and ended up moving up here in the beginning of January 2017. And I find out that the job's working 6 days a week. Yeah. And working till the evenings. And at first it was cool, but it's after a while I figured she was back on her old shit, because I'd be there. We had to be at work around 10, 11 or something like that.
Yeah, it was like 10, 11.
And then wouldn't get off to about 7 or 8.
Yeah.
I text her all the time, or I drop her off at a library, because I didn't have internet for the first like month I lived there. Even though I worked for an internet company, I just couldn't afford it. So I got internet, and so I used to drop her off at the library before I go to work, so she could go on Facebook or whatever, and she'd get a ride back to the house. After a while, actually like about 2 weeks into work, and she never was there. I was just like, man, so you telling me like I got this job for AT&T, got us an apartment and everything. I'm working my ass off, and you're not even gonna be like home to hang out with me whenever I get off of work and shit. You know me, I wasn't hitting sales like that. It took me about a week, or it took me about 3 weeks to finally get a sale and finally get the hang of it. So anytime I hit her up, she was like, "Oh, I got a friend in Austin. We're gonna hang out and all that. I'll see you later tomorrow or some shit." Me being just chill about it, just like, all right, cool. Like,
damn, dude. Well, shit, it's pretty dark. What does that mean to everyone else?
I didn't mean to go dark, but yeah, that's until I figured at that point, like, she was just hanging out with her friends, because we moved up to Austin together. I'm pretty sure we were exclusive. You know what I'm saying? Like,
yeah.
You're my girl, like,
for sure.
Then I find out.
God damn, man! My computer's fucking up and trying to boost the levels.
And then I found out about February that we went to San Antonio one time, and one of her friends came down from Austin to see her because she was closer than Corpus, and so we were hanging at my house. And this nigga named Prince. And like I ended up getting like eye infection that day. So I didn't have my contacts in, I had my glasses on. And my glasses prescription old as fuck. So I could barely see it. I, like, they're hugging and leaving and all that. And then I find out about what was that, February. This bitch had a journal, right? I'm gonna be real right now for all my viewers. I did some snooping. I should have done it, but yeah. After living with somebody for a month and only seeing them about like 4 or 5 times with them living at my house for a month, I read a journal. And in the journal, I found out that she had been fucking this nigga about a week into us moving up to Austin.
Is that against the code?
What do you mean against the code?
I think that's against the code, man.
Like, if you live in my house, yeah, I bet you don't need to be fucking no other nigga.
Inside of your book, though, man, I think that's against the code. I talked about this in the previous episode.
What's the code? You can't put in no journal that you fucking somebody else. That's some fucked up shit.
I think that's against the code. I think that there's like there must be, because, for instance, like you never hear about like it's talking about like people in the public. So like with this whole thing that's going on with Jeff Bezos after he got himself some on the side, and then come to find out,
he didn't have a prenup either, huh?
I don't believe so. And so he's losing about half his net wealth. It's like 100.
He's about to lose some money. He's rich as shit.
Yeah, the richest man in the world.
Is he?
Well, some people argue that there's like people behind closed doors that are more wealthy, but I don't know for facts. I don't.
He's like the richest financially, like established. You know, like you could probably track all his shit.
He's the richest person who pays taxes.
Yeah, pretty much. Damn, so he about to lose. Oh, man. I hate to say it, but you got to have a prenup nowadays. Like,
you got to.
Love is beautiful, but if you fall out of love, you can't lose half the shit. Like,
I mean,
are we doing this for us? Or are we doing this for the feeling? Because if it's the feeling, I need to protect myself. How many motherfucking great people, not even great people, famous people who have achieved a lot, like through their career, have just lost half their shit. Like, Paul McCartney, like whenever he got divorced, he was looking at his probably, I think his second divorce anyway.
Yeah,
but he was looking at losing like almost what? It was worth 80 million pounds or some shit like that. So he's looking at losing like 30 million pounds. Some outlandish number like that.
I don't know, but the Jeff Bezos is looking to lose, I think, 165 billion.
What did she do? She didn't design no Amazon. That's fucked up, man.
I think, but she's like highly intelligent, well studied. But it's weird though, because the woman that he was sending text messages to and whatnot, she was like, she's younger, but she ain't that much younger, but she's married, and it's wild.
She was married?
Yeah, she was married, and her husband was an FBI agent.
I guess he followed the code, because if not, wait, did he find out? Or
yeah, he followed the code because he's a narc.
Wait, what do you mean? Did he tap that bitch's phone or something?
He tapped that bitch's phone, man.
He used his FBI resources, huh? Ain't that some shit?
I think. Well, they're saying in the mainstream news that he like just, you know, like he saw that there was a text message from Jeff Bezos and went into the text messages. But come on, man, I highly doubt that.
I do too, man. He got resources.
Yeah.
Ain't no, hey, is that a text from Jeff Bezos? He probably he had one of the IT guys say, I need you to track this number. Like,
yeah. I would have figured.
And then hey, boss, we got a hell of a hit. What do you mean? Jeff Bezos text your wife phone? Who? The dude who owns Amazon. The fuck?
Yeah. And I think that it was like even Joe Budden was kind of talking about this too on his podcast. He was saying, why didn't she like name the account something other than Jeff Bezos? You know what I mean? Or the number. She just straight put him out there on the line to hang. She should have named it like Big Daddy or something.
Oh yeah, that would have been. You should get naming that shit like that. These motherfuckers eating dinner, phone rings, Big Daddy. Fuck's Big Daddy? I ain't calling you, bitch. My phone on the charger.
But man, why wasn't he like smart enough to be in cahoots with her, you know, and be like, hey, all right, let's get this 50 billion real quick. Extort him. Wait.
It depends too. I wonder where Jeff Bezos lives. Because if he lives in New York, the divorce laws and all that shit are hella harsh.
No, I think he lives in Seattle.
I don't know how it is there, but New York has some of the strictest like divorce laws. Like if you get caught like infidelity, like you get a divorce because you were cheating or something, like
Yeah.
automatically you're losing half your stuff and half your net worth. Well, not net worth. Half of your, I don't know. It's different between net worth and like property values. I think you lose at least half your property, like if you owe multiple things, you know.
Yeah.
But that depends on what the divorce is filed for. Like if it's filed under like, I guess it would be infidelity for that. But if it's filed under like just, I think there's one just you can't get along unresolved or something like that. That's a little bit more like they're not gonna give half your shit. It just didn't work out. But if it's like you were rich as fuck, you got caught cheating in New York, now they're giving half your shit, half your property to your ex-wife, and then you have to pay her lawyer fees.
Yeah, that's the thing, man. I think you like you said, you definitely have to have a prenuptial these days. You know, just basically saying that everything that's mine prior to this relationship, because actually, you know what it is, she was there through the thick and the thin at the beginning of Amazon, so she kind of probably had a lot of influence
before there was an Amazon Prime. All right, I'll give her props.
Yeah. So now that there's that, you know.
Well, she was there when people said, Amazon? Nigga, I use eBay. Fuck that.
And then they were all
Little
wrong.
did we know, huh?
Yeah. Then they were all wrong. But no, that's one thing. What else you been paying attention to?
I don't know if you've talked about this already, but I have been laughing my ass off at all these memes about Trump serving fast food to the Clemson championship team. That's pretty funny.
He served fast food to the Clemson championship team?
You didn't hear about that? Or you didn't read about that?
No. Where would you find this out?
It happened like
It's on Twitter?
almost a week ago. Like
Shit,
Clemson football they won the national championship game and they went to the White House. And since it's the government shutdown, Trump just got a bunch of fast food and served it to him.
What did he get?
McDonald's and like he got McDonald's, Wendy's, and like Burger King, something like that.
No
these
shit.
motherfuckers like Big Macs and shit. I was just like, nigga, can you imagine going to the White House and you get served fast food? I'd be like, bro, fuck Trump.
That's hilarious.
He's trying to make like a whole spill out of the government shutdown. It's like, by the way, I paid for this myself. I was like, nigga, you rich as fuck. And you bragging about how you serve the national champions fucking fast food. Like, if this was Trump Tower, would you have been feeding your guests McDonald's? Like, hell no. Not in this age, they Yelp you so quick.
No, I didn't even know about that.
Trump Tower, and all they had was a Big Mac available for room service.
That's wild. I didn't even know about that. But I was seeing those memes of him. He did a commencement speech where he said if there's a wall, you should jump over it.
You didn't see the fact that he mentioned there's many great places that have walls, like San Antonio. Everybody, it has been memes like, you know that meme of the black lady like looking for something. She's like on her knees.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Like, she's got her hands up. They're like looking for the San Antonio wall, like. And like I just been seeing a lot of people share memes because I got a lot of friends from San Antonio.
Yeah,
and it's like the one of him in the plane, like, look, they do have a wall, and it's like, no, sir, that's I-10 or some part. They've been working on that for 35 years, and it's just this part on like I-10 in San Antonio. They literally, it's like an upper ramp that they've been working to build. It's never been built. Like they've been working on that since I lived there as a kid, and when I go back, you can still see it's just there. It's like, man, are y'all ever gonna finish that motherfucker? Like. You got the support beams, but you ain't got the actual thing to drive on. You know what I mean?
Yeah. It's crazy.
Ugh. I enjoy personally this time of Donald Trump as our president. It's as funny as fuck. Somehow we said fuck politicians and we let a reality star run the country, and it has been some funny shit. We have the longest government shutdown in history because this motherfucker want to put up a wall. And it went from we're gonna get Mexico to pay for it to no, the federal government is shut down until you approve a plan that includes my wall, which ain't happening. How you gonna? That was your campaign speech and promise. I'm gonna build a wall and I'm gonna have Mexico pay for it, and that's why everybody's like, "Shit, we ain't gotta pay for it." Hell yeah, have Mexico pay for that bitch. Mexico's like, "Hell no, bro, we ain't paying for that shit." If anything, in 2019, we got drones.
Yeah.
Hope you got some good cameras. Other side, hey, it's package there. Get it, motherfucker.
I was.
Ain't gonna stop no shit.
I heard that that everyone wants these like heat sensor walls or like heat sensors instead of a wall, like some
wall?
sort of heat sensor that like determines when they cross.
Even more expensive.
I know, right?
Like what? A heat sensor that like alerts like border patrol that somebody's fucking with the wall or something.
Yeah.
That sounds just even more expensive as fuck.
Yeah. I don't know, man. I just think that it's getting to a point where we just gotta kind of, I don't know, come to a conclusion.
What happened to that damn caravan? Wasn't there like thousands of like Hispanics like heading up to like the U.S. near like the Texas border or something? Like, did that just die out? Did that caravan just get there? I mean, it's like, no, y'all can't come in, and they're just like, well, let's turn back around, y'all. Like,
yeah, what happened to all that? I don't know. I have no idea. But hey, did you watch that
the news like that? Like, but I was wondering, I was like, so what happens when that big ass caravan does hit the border?
Yeah.
They just got. If it was that many people, I would just say, nigga, come on, let's just run. They can't catch us all.
Yeah.
Like, hold on to your babies, hold very tight, and just run, motherfucker.
Yeah.
They literally cannot catch us all.
I don't know, man. This seems such a dangerous thing altogether. I was hearing that like almost like 95% of women that are coming across the border get raped along the way.
That's fucked up, man. The things that these people do to try to get a better life here, and you're gonna assume most of them are criminals and all that. No, these motherfuckers went through some trials and tribulations to see what the fuck the American dream is all about. Like, I'm pretty sure after going through all that shit, their goal isn't to come over here and be like, all right, now let's become a terror. Like, no, they're trying to come live the American dream, make their money legit. Like, on some real shit, the Hispanic people are probably the hardest working motherfuckers ever since Asians. Like, I ain't never seen a Hispanic person around Austin holding a sign asking for money. Ain't never seen it.
Yeah. Well, actually, I see it all the time with the churches.
Maybe at the churches and shit.
You know those guys, those Hispanics that like sit on the corner with a gold necklace and like a cup and then try to sell you some sort of like little scripture?
Hey, at least they try to sell something, you know what I mean?
I
about
guess.
that life, man. They working, they hustling, man. I respect it.
Yeah. I don't know. What about, did you watch the Fire Festival documentary?
The which one?
The Fire Festival, that festival that was in Bahamas. That was like,
oh, no, the one that Ja Rule and all that set up.
Yeah.
It turned out to be like, it was supposed to be the greatest thing ever. It turned out to be like FEMA tents and shit.
Yeah. Have you seen the
I think that's funny as fuck. That's what you get, you rich motherfuckers. Taking your ass to a third world country to live the life? Hell no, they gave you the life them niggas live.
Yeah.
Eating damn turkey sandwiches, wondering where you gonna take a shit and wash your ass at. Yeah. Welcome to the struggle, motherfuckers.
What's crazy about that is that that the guy that started it was just a total scumbag.
How'd Ja Rule even get involved? Did he like agree to perform, got there, was like, fuck this?
Nah, dude, it actually was his idea. His idea to do the Bahamas thing.
Wait, so it was in the actual Bahamas?
Yeah.
Isn't the Bahamas pretty nice?
Yeah, but like this area that they put up their like their festival grounds was in an undeveloped like parking lot for the Sandals Resort. You gotta watch the documentary, but like the guy that's the head of the thing, the guy Billy, he made this like credit card for like the upper echelon in New York that was like made of metal. So then like you look like you had a black card because you had this metal card. And so like he got a bunch of money, like millions of dollars, and then he tried to flip that in events in New York, and that's how he met Jaw, and then Jaw came up with the idea of doing this festival in the Bahamas.
We are going to be answering 2 questions and trying to solve 2 mysteries. Number 1, what is inside Micah and Dutch's hideout on top of Mount
That's crazy.
What?
But I would get one.
What are you watching?
Oh, sorry, that was loud, huh? It's this dude, Mr. Boss for the Win on YouTube. He does all these Red Dead Redemption like videos. Like,
Yeah.
Doing certain things. Like, I swear to God, I've watched this nigga play Red Dead Redemption more than I've actually played the game.
Yeah.
And the other day, I was so high watching this video, I had the damn controller in my hand. And for a second, I thought I was controlling it. Because it wasn't him talking. It was like the scene playing out, and like you had just like dropped somebody's wagon off, and you like get on your horse. And so I'm sitting here with the controller in my hand, like, am I playing this game right now?
That's hilarious.
But no, YouTube has become my new TV, bro. Like,
Yeah.
it's crazy how, like, that's why I wasn't good at, like, selling that cable, bro. People tell me, well, I just watch YouTube and use the internet. And I'm like,
Me too.
YouTube. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, you already know what's up then, bro. Like, you don't need this shit. You just need a good internet connection. Like, I can do that easy. Maybe we can get you on that.
Yeah.
And it turns out they had, like, they didn't even have, like, more than, like, 200 megabyte like coverage or some shit.
Yeah.
It's like, yeah, man, you know, we looking to bring fiber out here, but it probably, you know, it'll be a couple months.
Yeah.
So
The you know, with YouTube, they got that YouTube TV now, so where you can just do YouTube TV. You can get all the major networks, right?
yeah, I think so. I haven't checked it out, but I do remember seeing it.
It's like with the DirecTV Now. Dude, the thing about what we were doing was that we didn't have the ability to sell that DirecTV Now. All the new motherfuckers got that. They can sell that.
Do they?
Yeah, dude. So then they get commissions off of selling the DirecTV Now.
Man, remember how shit got so slow? We started having stores come like work with us. Those motherfuckers from San Antonio. Like, how y'all niggas doing it? Like, Walmart sucks. And first off, people with Walmart who go into Walmart obviously ain't got the best motherfucking credit. Obviously, if we're set up by the $5 DVDs, these niggas are on a balling on a budget schedule.
Yeah.
And then we do a soft credit check and already fuck up somebody else's credit with bad. That shit used to make me laugh, but sad at the same time. You run their credit, and it turns out they ain't got like any good credit, so you just lowered it like half a point, even more.
Yeah, I could never do that, man. Never do that again, man. No credit based shit. Shit fucked me up.
Yeah, bro, I've been applying for jobs, and I ask them straight up. I'm like, okay, you're working a campaign. Is it like you're working for AT&T or something like that? Yeah. All right, never mind.
Yeah, I'm good.
I'm not even gonna schedule an interview. Yeah, like I'm not gonna schedule an interview. I'm sorry, I wasted your time. Like I'm not doing that shit again.
Speaking of which, are you looking for a regular job?
I'm trying to find something, man. Postmates is barely cutting it. Like I made so much more money on Favor now that I think about it.
You did?
Mm-hmm. Well, a lot more. Like I can get rent within the weekend.
Oh shit. I didn't know that.
Yeah, man, I was on my shit. Really pissed off how they did me.
You sure Uber Eats isn't available for you?
No, I can't do Uber Eats.
Oh, really?
Man. I mean, maybe I could try again.
Yeah, I'd try again if I were you, man, because Uber Eats probably does more. I haven't tried because I'm fine with what Postmates does for right now. I got an interview for an assistant manager gig at a restaurant that I'm gonna do an interview for that. I don't know, man.
Think about. I go to this bar, Indian Rollers. I'm thinking maybe I see if they need a bar back a couple nights a week and do that on the side too.
Yeah,
I can have 2 incomes, and then I'm usually up anyway, so bar backing wouldn't be that bad. You know what I mean?
India Rose. What's that?
Indian Roller. It's a bar on the south side on Slaughter and Manshak. It's my go-to.
Oh, you
little spot because it's right. It's like right down the street.
Where does your girl live? In South as well?
Oh, she lives up north near Round Rock.
Oh shit!
Like off of 183 or not 183, 130, Gaddyville Road, like way the fuck up there.
Oh shit! Well, that's way far.
Yeah. That's why we've been having some arguments. Like, girl, like you always complain about your car just not being in the greatest shape, but you realize, like, for me to meet up and us to hang out most of the time, I have to drive over like 15 to 20 miles to be up near Round Rock, and then you getting upset over some stupid shit. Like,
yeah.
At this point, this should be a tax write-off because the miles I'm putting on this damn car. But I don't even know what's going on with that, man. Like, I'm just gonna put my personal business out there. I argue like a motherfucker, so
yeah.
I don't know what's happening. That's real shit. I'm chilling. Like, I'm to the point that it's like, you want to be on some shit and have the drama? All right, good luck to you. That's all good. Like, at this point, I do not give a fuck anymore. Like, you want to be together? Yeah, I'm down. But if you want to continuously have some drama shit, like,
yeah,
I ain't in middle school and high school anymore. I ain't got time for that shit. Like, I'm trying to, like, make a legacy. I'm trying to have something people remember by.
Yeah, it's difficult though, man. Everything's based on fucking drama. You gotta know what's going on. Most of it's based on somebody else's drama, and hopefully it's not happening to you. But mostly people just like kind of watching other people's downfall or like shit go wrong with them. You know what I mean?
It's fucking crazy you mention that because that's like that's like a human trait that we like hate to acknowledge but love at the same time. Like, we love to see somebody that's been doing so good fall from grace. Like,
yeah,
think about it. Like, how long has like the media been on like Kevin Hart about like his comments about like what he said about gay people?
Yeah,
which at the time, like, it was a lot more like, it wasn't like as PC. And if you watch the whole stand-up, it's not really disrespectful for him. He just says, as a heterosexual male, he wouldn't know what to do. Like, at that time when he made that stand-up, that was some acceptable thing to say. Nowadays, with people being more, like, open-minded and just, like, just conscious of how what we say might affect other people, it wouldn't have flow. It would have, like, flied like that. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But some from the past that somebody said, like, we got to remember, like, that was a time. Like, think about it. Dave Chappelle had a lot of, like jokes about gay people. And then, like, it was just at the time that was more acceptable. Like, because if you watch his third season when they did it, there's like it's like Charlie Murphy and Darnell Rollins are hosted. And they have audience members that they talk to. And they talk to this one gay dude who actually met Dave. He's like, the point of these jokes are if they made you think, then that was the point. Like, yeah, it's funny, but if you think about that in a situation that actually occurred, like, it's ridiculous and you shouldn't actually do some shit like that. Mm-hmm. But the point is, it's over the top and it's dramatizing it to make it funny. That's what satire is.
What about the the big thing in the news is, isn't it Louis C.K. or somebody used the N-word in front of Chris Rock, and then Chris Rock.
Oh no, that's like an old clip. It's a Chris Rock, Ricky Gavis. I can't remember the
Ricky
English
Gervais.
guy. Gervais, yes, and Jerry Seinfeld.
Jerry Seinfeld.
And they're having a discussion. And Louis C.K. he's cool as fuck to me. Like anytime he has a lot of stand up where he says like the N-word. And he never says it in like a disrespectful way. He's just acknowledging it and saying as a comedian, bringing a situation up like as like, I don't know, you usually have to, I can't describe it because I'm not a comedian. It's just like the situation of the joke is what he's contexting to. It's not like he's upstage. It's like, hey, you're a nigger or something like that. Like, no, it's part of the joke and part of the setup of that. Like, that's why, like, when you're talking to Chris Rock doesn't get offended at all because he knows the way he's saying it as a joke. And at that time, that was a lot more acceptable. So, like, it's just like so many people are so sensitive. Not even sensitive, it's just, I don't know, they get hurt by words. And I remember growing up, like, sticks and stones. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Break even bones, but words will never hurt me.
Kanye doesn't even say the N-word. Like, I've heard him say it, but he doesn't say it.
Old Kanye used to say the N-word. That's the Kanye I like.
Old Kanye. I want the old Kanye.
For real, man. I do miss the old Kanye. I don't know what the fuck this nigga's been smoking.
Yeah, but you know what? It's weird, though, because, like, I heard this, like, sociologist or something like that speaking about, racial slurs, and said there's a difference between being a racist and being racially offensive. Like, a racist will not interact and disassociate themselves when anybody outside of their culture, let alone their pigment or, like, you know what I mean, color.
Yeah.
And then there's racial people who are racially offensive, and that's much more like complicated because they're ignorant people who just don't know know another person's culture, and then there are people who are aware of another person's culture but just are joking or are you know they're a part of a culture in which it's not offensive, and then they interact with another culture there where it is. Because there are a lot of SoundCloud white rappers and Hispanic rappers using the N-word right now, because it seems like in like these populated areas, everybody's just calling themselves. It's like saying homie back in the day.
I understand exactly. Like anytime I go back to San Antonio, like the majority of my friends are Hispanic and white, and like I'm never offended because that's just how we grew up. Like,
yeah,
I show up, I'd be like, "Hey, what's up, y'all?" He's like, "What's up, my nigga? I ain't seen you in a minute." Like, be one of the whitest dudes you ever seen. It's no offense, it's just how we grew up. Like, we grew up in the same hood, we grew up in the same environment. Like, we're melted pot of San Antonio. Like, none of us were really using like nigga as a way of trying to like offend anybody. It was like, what's up, bro?
I find the N-word to be, it's more offensive to say the N-word, but like honestly, when you're talking on a public platform, you can't say it because they'll do certain things. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's so like it's more offensive to say wetback, I think. I said wetback too. I said it twice now.
Exactly. Like that. Like just hearing that feels more offensive.
Yeah.
To like hear than to like. I'm not even Hispanic. I'm just like, ooh. that's definitely a racial slur. But like nigga nowadays, it's just like it's been so integrated to the culture. That's how we've grown up. It's just like, yeah, in polite society, if you're around people you don't know, like. It's probably not smart to say it, but if you with the homies, you with people that you grew up and know your situation, know you ain't saying it in an offensive way.
Yeah,
it's all good.
Yeah,
most of the people I go out with, like, if we go to like a bar or a club or something, they ain't just like out there shouting it like that. Like they see me, what's up, nigga? Like they'll say it like to me, but they ain't gonna. nigga, what you doing? Like, if
You
I'm
know
across the room or some shit, you know what I mean?
Yeah, but online, for some reason, it's like you're definitely black, right? But it seems like any other black person, in reference to you, would be like they all think they're Farrakhan, and they're all like telling you whether you can use it or not, and you're black. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I mean, the internet gives people a perfect platform to have that kind of, I don't know how to describe it, but like trying to have a foothold of what you deem offensive and whatever.
Yeah.
And you can be like, oh, you can't say that. Dude, come on. We were to talk about this shit like in a public like forum of us hanging out discussing it. You would not be speaking this way. Like, it's the fact that
because they would be you know, they'd be chatting up with you, you know, in the way that they would be talking to anybody else. But then those people, they I don't know, and I find it the same way. Like
about
whenever like
about when you actually talk to people like person to person. Like, unless you really have some hateful stuff to say, it's not that same interaction, because you have to look that person in their eye, and if you're gonna say that same hurtful shit, then that shit's in your heart. Like,
yeah. Well, what's fucking
if
crazy
you got a
though?
screen that you can say some stupid shit and just, I don't know, dude. It gives you another mask. How I see it, another mask of how you could be viewed.
You know, I don't hear this one a lot, but redneck. I don't hear it as much as I used to because, I mean, damn, these fucking yuppies took over the, you know, Austin. So, like, you don't see that many rednecks around anymore. But redneck, I think, is just as racist as not racist. I don't know what to say. How offensive as the N-word. Because it means you're like an incest baby or ignorant, couldn't finish high school. It's just like super racist, or not racist, because you know, I don't know, that word racist is hard to define either, because I hear people say,
you want to know how PC this fucking generation is now? Think about it. Think about when we used to play Call of Duty on 360. The racist fucking shit that a 12, 13-year-old, maybe even a 10-year-old was sitting there saying on Xbox. We didn't get offended. Who the fuck was gonna be like, Mom, this guy's on the internet talking, he's saying so much mean things to me. Like, no, we just took it, thought of something better. You know how many times I got in trouble for just cussing, like, saying some fucked up shit, playing Xbox just because some 12-year-old just called me, like, excuse my language, like a nigger faggot or some shit.
Yeah.
I didn't go run to my mom. I was like, motherfucker, like, fuck you. I'll fuck your mom tonight and make sure I'll lower your bedtime to 7, so I'll never have to play with you again. Fuck out of here.
Yeah.
Like, you just thought about something better to say. It was like, I didn't get offended. It was like, damn, this 12-year-old just called me some fucked up shit, but I think something fucked up to say back to him. Like,
yeah, that's different for sure. But do you think that the Call of Duties these days are more culturally sensitive, and that you can't have like, you have to have like an alpha team versus?
I play Call of Duty World War II all the time. Barely anybody has a mic anymore.
No, but I mean like the actual game, like the game. Oh. Is it allowed? Are you allowed to like call the other people terrorists?
You don't have a option of speaking in dialogue, but
no, but I mean like the characters. You remember how it used to be like it was the Afghans versus the, you know, like the Americans.
Oh, like in the the multiplayer.
Yeah.
Yeah, when it was like the Americans.
Even the storyline. Do you think Call of Duty will die because it's culturally insensitive to the people of the Middle East?
No. I think now they're going so futuristic or back to old, like, wars where it's not as offensive. Like, God, they went from World War I and then, like, to World War II and then to the future, and then kind of modern times. But then when they did the modern one, it wasn't even like they did feature like the Middle East, but they made like the main bad guy like a Russian.
Yeah, see, look, like it's okay to fight the rough Russians. It's okay. It's white on white crime. White on white crime. It's perfectly fine. Any white on any other color. Dude, I swear to God, what it is colorists. It's like there's no like racism is not okay, but colorism you can definitely. It's a crime. You know, you can't blue and red crime.
Mm-hmm.
It's just. Damn, you know what's worse than that? Black and yellow. No. It's just like, what the heck, man? Why can't like there's so much colorism.
Did they have a Call of Duty like it was all like the Pacific like theater, something like that?
Yeah. I don't know, man. I don't know, but so earlier in the chat I got this this thing said, can you give a shout out to my friend Nick Gers?
Wait, wait, where did this come from?
It's in the chat, and it says Nick Gers.
On Twitch or something?
Yeah, on Twitch.
See? Look at that. It's another platform. Somebody else some stupid shit that... I don't even think that person's even racist. They just want to be funny.
They want to be edgy. Edgy.
Yeah. It's just... It's a platform that they feel comfortable that they can do it at.
And then the next thing...
Shit, unless you got the balls to like literally look me in my face and call me a nigger, like...
Yeah, that's a hard one. But the next
one...
one...
You know what I'm saying? Like, it's not going to offend me. I'm going to laugh about it because there's so much other shit to be upset about.
The next thing that says... The next thing says is nice chin. Because they're commenting on my double chin.
Oh wait, so right now it's filming it's recording the audio and the video because it's on Twitch. Can they hear me on Twitch?
Oh yeah, they can hear you on Twitch. Yeah.
Fuck y'all. I'm just kidding.
And then the next thing
y'all
it says
some jokes about me if you want to. I would love to hear them. So if you feel free to talk shit to me, Trent will read it to me. I'll respond to you. So
back when I was playing some music earlier, it said, "Whoa, your song said nigga. You can't say that." And I was like,
"Hey, that's true. Shout out to him."
I was
Don't
like,
listen to rap anymore. Then
yeah, you gotta stop listening to rap music. Yeah,
I was hoping that Darius Rucker would just make a gangster like country song.
Yeah,
with the N-word in it, just to get niggas back in country.
You know what's God damn, dude. You know what's funny is Hootie and the Blowfish is coming here to play. Yeah,
they're gonna break up.
I guess he still does some like stuff with them.
If the money's right. How much? Yeah, we'll do that.
It said
I want my own. I want a different hotel room though.
Oh shit!
Totally different hotel.
Yeah,
I'll play with that motherfucker.
Shit.
About it.
What do you think about this new Smash, man? You like it or not?
Super Smash Brothers?
Yeah,
I love it. That's what gets me through my shifts, bro. Like, you know what I do? I drive to 10th Street every time right before rush hour, post up, get a black and mild, and just sit on the curb and play Super Smash Brothers and wait for an order.
Do you have all the characters unlocked now?
No.
Oh, you still?
I've been playing the single player mode, so it unlocks them, but it only unlocks them for that like mode.
Mm-hmm.
Like, to unlock the rest, I got to play like the brawls you do.
Yeah,
like with 2 or 3 players. Like after I think it's 10 minutes. I was actually reading that you could like make it faster if you change the clock on your Switch. And you just set the match into like 10 seconds. You can like kind of try to unlock them, but it depends on the amount of battles you've done. So after like maybe 2 or 3 battles, if they're like stock battles, you get a character will pop up, a new challenger, and you gotta like beat them and you unlock them. But it sucks because the one I've been trying, I love Mewtwo, and Mewtwo whooped my ass. So I'm waiting for him to come back up so I can try to unlock him because that's one of my favorite characters.
Yeah.
But I'll fuck somebody up as Kirby. Like, that's my nigga too. I love Kirby.
Yeah. Fuck,
I'm
man.
actually stuck on this level right now. Like, it's 3 because the way it does, like on the single player mode, every square you have to fight a person with different scenarios. They have different advantages and all this.
Yeah.
And so I'm fighting Captain Falcon, Donkey Kong, and Diddy Kong, but they all have those little rocket things that you see flying at each other.
Yeah.
And so, like, it's 3 of them, and, like, after 30 seconds, like, rockets start dropping everywhere. And I'm just getting my ass kicked because, like, like, I'm trying to, like, my go-to as Kirby is the B down, and then just turn it to, like, a little anchor or whatever, and you're kind of invincible for, like, 3 seconds.
Yeah.
Because, like, there's nothing else I can do. Like, as soon as I'm, like, not in that mode, like, hitting me with rockets, you get hit with 2 of those, and it's over. Like, it knocks you off the stage. And I'm just like, I've been literally playing this match for the last 36 hours since I've had my Switch.
Yeah.
Like, trying to beat them, and they keep whooping my motherfucking ass. Like, I've got it down to 1 of them, and that was like a day ago. And then, sure enough, this motherfucker pick up a rocket, and I was like, bro, are you kidding me? I have 1 of y'all niggas left, and now I gotta do this all up. If it wasn't a Switch, bro, I can't throw it. Then you won't have a Switch. So I'm just like, all right, let's try this again.
Yeah, I think I got to get myself a Switch, man. I have the Super Smash Brothers, but I don't have a Switch right now. I don't know where do you like, what is the cost of a Switch these days? Where's the cheapest place, I wonder, to get one?
I got mine on Facebook Marketplace. It came with the whole thing, 2 games. I think I got it for like $375 he sold it for, which was a good deal because it came with Mario Kart, the disc, and then I got it came with the Legend of Zelda game as well, which I never played. I'm not a Zelda fan. I tried to play it and I'm stuck. My homeboy Womack beat the game 3 times, and I'm just like, bro, I'm stuck on this one level. I don't know what to do. This game's like all realistic. I gotta like make herbs and stuff to stay warm when I'm in the cold areas, and I didn't realize I had to do all this. But I haven't played that game in about like 7-8 months. All
right, well, I'm going to wrap up this show. I'm going to say thanks for Sebastian coming on, and hold on for a second. I'm going to end the stream, and then I'm gonna chat it up with you for a little bit, and then head out.